Peace and J. Rod D.
I'm G.
You watching the Poor Life Podcast, question and answer edition.
Hosted by none other than
Nuance. I had a quick question based on the conversation we had today, right?
Cool.
Social media, being that we use social media as an outlet also for our poetry and some of the things we write.
Gotcha.
Do likes and views affect you? Like if you have a fire piece you want to get out, the real snippet you want to put out, you may put in your page or your timeline. Do the likes and views, does it matter to you?
Yeah and no.
Okay.
So I say yeah because cognitively it matters because you want people to like your stuff,
definitely.
know. But as far as like me pushing the poem, it's not gonna make me trash that poem. It's just gonna make me want to just strengthen that poem and then perform it somewhere public and just like how we was talking about guys getting into the open mic field of just putting your piece out there, putting your art out there. But social media, the likes and the views matter because it seems like, okay, I'm reaching somebody, and for me, if I'm honest, like it'll get discouraging when you see some cats that have like 1,000+ views.
Yeah, I feel that.
And then you'll have like 56 to 100 views on something that you're really saying.
Yeah.
And you feel like you're this has touched the lives of many people, man. If y'all would just pay attention, man. But I get to the point, man, I was watching the clip of Denzel, man, it's just like, forget it. Forget people's perspectives and all that jazz. Just be you, because if you worry about that, it will consume you. And I trained my mind to be like, okay, I'm gonna still put my art out there. It's people that are following, I'm getting a stronger following, Nuance getting a stronger following. So why not? Never mind how many likes or views that you got, man. If you're confident in your piece, shit, man. What about you, man?
For me, I can agree with what you're saying because I know sometimes I will put something out there. I'm like, man, I really like put a lot into like thinking about this and putting it and like actually developing it, and then I put it out there, and I may have an expectation of like, man, this one may not even get nothing. It's all good. I just put it out there, and then it gets more than what I expected. And then sometimes I'm like, yeah, I think this one gonna be hidden. It's gonna be fire, and they come back. I'm like, I'm constantly checking to see. So it's like that dopamine, like, somebody like it yet, So I definitely get caught up in that, and I'm working on myself with that, personally, because I don't want to get so caught up in like likes and views. Because like I said, Instagram's like a game, man. Like you gotta know how to roll the dice with that,
right?
Man.
And then just knowing how like
followers and
marketing
everything.
And all that works, when to post, what time to post.
Yeah, exactly.
All that jazz. It's a lot. It can be a lot, but if you just focus on, I think that if you just focus on, man, supporting yourself first, being a fan of your art first. Man, I don't care like how many likes this thing get. I know it's hot.
Yeah, exactly.
I believe
that's
it's
silver
hot.
lining right there. You know it is.
Yeah, and that creates that buzz because it's just like, yo, he actually nice.
Next question: do you think, or when do you think it's appropriate to introduce a new poem? Like, let's say you travel and doing shows. Do you think an open mic is good? Do you think like your next paid performance is good, or how do you judge that?
It's tough.
Okay.
Like part of me says like when you practice that poem in your head like many times, and you feel as though like that's a show that you want to do that. I don't necessarily say like it should be an open mic to practice it, but if you're on the main stage and you're like, okay, new poem alert, then people are gonna gravitate to it. I feel like, yo, that was hot. I've never heard you spit that one before, especially if like your fan base is like really grown and like the powers of YouTube and social media is just like, yo, these jokers is really, I've never seen them like this before,
Yeah.
What about you?
I co-sign with that. Like for example, we had one that we just did on the show today.
Yeah,
and that's because we had worked on that for a little while. We had wrote a while ago, and then sent voicemails back and forth and actually say, you know what, let's introduce it today.
And that was the first time we did it as a unit. It was one take Drake.
Yeah. Normally though, how I would judge it is like perfect example, when we came back to do Pure Poetry after missing a few months because, had the birth of my son and there was lots of going on in the meantime, between time.
Yeah.
We came back to Pure and we was like, let's do something that they haven't heard before because it's been a little minute since they heard us last time. Let's do something new. That's, I think, is appropriate. Also, sometimes it's like, you know what? we about to do a show in August. Let's do like 2 new ones so that they can know they never seen it before. Some of them may be supporters that have seen it before, but let's do something new so that we still give them the satisfaction of seeing us perform.
Right.
You know, so I think that's cool.
And just to add to the arsenal of
Yeah,
our
definitely.
poems, man, because some people like we see frequently, and you know, for me, sometimes you get tired of doing the same poem.
Like one trick ponies. I don't want to
You
be
know?
one trick pony. I'll tell you
Nah,
that right
that's
now.
just not. That's not nuance. That's not us. That's
Yeah.
definitely not Poet Life.
Yeah.
So we gotta keep evolving. Show the people message. You know, message. You gotta keep evolving. You know, show the people something new every time, and challenge them to trigger their minds and just use their minds to, you know, be more intuitive
Yeah.
of the art.
Yeah.
I dig it, man.
So if you have any more questions, hit us up on our social medias. J-Rod D.
Hey, G, He Got Words, word spelled with a Z. Hit up Poet Life, Nuance on Facebook, all of that. We'll answer right away, or we'll bring it right here to the Poet Life Podcast. Subscribe.
Peace.